Only press conference in Merseyside, or but nothing else to do. Welcome.
While we're all standing down, guys, we'll do the dailies in room 1, followed by the Sundays in the same room, so we can be all ready to as soon as the Open's finished.
Oh, you have to start.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah.
Are you well? You everything okay?
Yes.
How is the squad injury-wise?
So, injury-wise, yeah. Phil is yesterday was first time running. Looked a little bit like John Achterberg, but obviously you know how John Achterberg is running. Yeah. But yeah, good news. So I'm not. We cannot be 100% sure because we have always to wait, and of course, how he improves. But in this moment, it looks rather positive. Who else?
Mane, Henderson.
Mane. Yes, Mane is doing really well, but of course no chance. But he's around, and everything is really went well so far. It's not exactly the same with Hendo. Nothing new. So we have to. That's the thing with this. You have to wait. Especially he has to wait. What's quite difficult. Always like this. So nothing new about this. No injuries.
It's just long term.
Yeah, that's a long term. Ings is doing well, really well. Enjoys now training first time. I think got to the ball a little bit and all that stuff. So that's on a good way. That's it, pretty much.
So 3 games to go.
Yes.
In the league, 4-point gap to Manchester United in 5th. How do you assess the position that you're in now, in this position?
The best we can have, because it's the only we have. So it's all good so far. That's football. 2 weeks ago, after Crystal Palace, it was like this. Then 1 week later, it's. I think you mentioned maybe you start as I'm not exactly. Don't know exactly who it was, but mentioned that maybe we go in the game against Watford in 5th position because of the other results. So somebody obviously thought the results are already written, and that's how football is. Nothing is for sure. And so we didn't think about it. We only tried to do our job. We did it. Boys did it, and that's what we have to do again. So nothing else to say. We knew about the situation, or we know about the situation since weeks, and fighting for the top spots, you need to win pretty much each game. That's how it is. So yes, again, pressure, positive pressure. We can go for something. We know about the quality of the opponent. Southampton is for me really one of the best football playing sides in the Premier League. I like watching them a lot. That's big respect. Not sure by only 41 points. I think 41, but. Can't be because of the style or whatever. So that's all good. So strong side, difficult job to do, but our job to do. And the plan is for Sunday, that we can use Anfield. I know how it is when everybody. It's for some people maybe a kind of a nervy situation that they really bite on their teeth and think, oh, hopefully it will happen. But we need to be brave. We need to enjoy the game. We need to play football. We need to defend very seriously, and we need to, if possible, to use the crowd. So creating a special atmosphere. It's something really special. We have these important games, and 2 of them are at home, and now there's only 1 game on this weekend against Southampton, and I hope we can be all in our best shape.
So moving on from that, having mentioned the crowds before and maybe not being noisy enough at times, sometimes, because of the position you're in now, do you think there will be hopefully more confidence from the fans and they'll be able to transfer that through to the players?
It's not about me to expect something. It's only about how it could be. I understand absolutely that people are getting nervous in different situations and not happy with this or that part. It's not, the atmosphere was always really, really good, but we all know we had a few fantastic ones and a few outstanding and a few normal and all that stuff, but it's Anfield. It's always really more than good, so that's how it is. But when I say what we are going for is for LFC, not for the players, not for the board, not for the manager, not for the coaches. It's for LFC, for all of us, the whole family, and so we should try to do it together. So that's all. Being as positive as possible, being as loud as possible. We try to be as good as possible, and that's all can make the difference. That's how it is. And I thought we should try to use each little piece what can help us.
So, a lot of people are still talking about Emre's goal against Watford as well. Can you tell me about the improvement that you've seen in Emre?
He watched it in the night, by the way, 250 times. What?
Yeah. The improvement that you've seen, I appreciate he's recovered from the...
Bicycle kick is much better than before. Biggest improvement. But it's always that you have a player who scores a fantastic goal, and we speak about him the week after. But football is, it's wonderful. He made a bicycle. What a goal, so important, deserved, hard-working boy. Was never different. He always had a fantastic attitude. That's really what I like most of it. But the plan is to make a more simple goal, if possible, in the next game. So if you can do this, it would make sense. Against Crystal Palace, he had a big chance, so it was one of the best offensive actions we had, with Milner for continue passing, and then he hit the ball a little bit with the heel instead of the rest of the foot, and so it was not a real chance, but it could have been. So that's football. Yes, his performances are more stable. We spoke about why we calf issues, so hopefully finally sorted, and so he can train without issues since weeks and months maybe, and that helps each player and helps him also. So that's the situation.
As far as Southampton is concerned, I appreciate that you'll hope that the fans are up there. This will be the fourth time though this season that you've played, and you've not scored against them, as you know, yet as well. So what do you expect to be different from your team this time that will make the difference?
I think it's normal that people always compare different games against the same opponent and things like that. But that's not really important. In all our analyze what we're doing, we don't watch the games we played against Southampton. We watch the last 3 games they played, and we think about our maybe last performance or this period, if you want. So that's what's much more important, not how we played in January against Southampton. For us, January was the absolute wrong moment to play such a decisive game, or 2 games in a semi-final against Southampton. So they took the chance. I thought, especially when we played there, we had our chance. I have not a lot of memories about this game, but we didn't. It's not like we had no chance against them, or we couldn't score against them, we couldn't create against them. Yeah, they are strong. So that's what you have to need to know. But that's all. That's like Premier League is. How I said, we know, I would say, pretty much exactly how they play from the lineup side. If they're all fit, then you can imagine who will start. That's a good thing in the preparation for the game. Yes, system is rather clear and all that stuff. So that's the things we need to know, and not the other games. So I cannot get the other Capital One Cup game at Southampton where we performed like hell, and gave them 5 or 6. I can't remember exactly, but that's also not important. No, we have to be ready for this game. We have to defend with all we have, because that's always the base for success. And when we couldn't do this, then we should have the confidence, meanwhile, after this long season, and we know we always create chances. If you create chances, of course, then you have to use it. That's how football life is. But from this in this moment, so there's no issue. We should be prepared. We try everything. We want to use set piece. We want to defend set piece. All the stuff. We spoke about everything. We did everything. We will do everything in training. Still a few sessions to come. That's it.
Thank you. Julia?
On Emery Can Jurgen, I know you don't like talking about contracts.
No, I love it.
Okay, obviously with the bicycle kick and everything else in the goal. How important is it, or is it important that he stays here?
Look, it's like last week when we spoke about Dejan Lovren, and I said after this game everybody wants him to sign. After that game everybody wants him to send away or whatever. And now with Emery after bicycle kick, probably everybody wants him to stay, I'm sure. And after another not so good performance, then we talk about why we have him still and all that stuff. So I think there's no secret how much I like Emery. Not only him, but him also, and that's all. And he likes the club, and it's a completely normal situation. That we are in talks, you can imagine. There's absolutely no pressure in, nothing in. It's all good. Two partners which have big respect for each other, and at the end everything will be good, but nothing else to say. So good players, that we can keep good players. I think that makes really sense for development, and he's one of these good players. So, yeah, I'm quite positive.
Mikey?
Yeah, again, excellent away results at Stoke and West Brom, Watford, but all of a sudden it's become a little bit more difficult at Anfield. Do you have your own theories on why that is?
It was it's Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. Well, the last two home games. Yeah, from result side, I would say it's clear. The performance, yes, Crystal Palace. I really thought in a few moments you cannot play better. In a few moments, probably not enough, but you should not concede the goal. So that's not a period in the season where the highest results will come for pretty much no team. That's hard work for all of us, and there's always one fighting for staying in the league. One is enjoying their football. One is that there's always a reason why the other teams also are able to perform. We have no issue with Anfield. Obviously, we love it. We love playing there. So that's not really a reason for. It was about the performances, and if we can say Bournemouth would have been another close result if we don't concede the equalizer, and then it's a 2-1 and everything is fine. So it was only a point, and then against Crystal Palace, everybody saw the game. Yeah, we made these two mistakes, but it's not about being at Anfield or being somewhere. It was the moment. So how I said, I think we all can improve, and that's what we should try, and not to think about what happened in the last few weeks or months, because it doesn't help. The only thing that helps is really that we are at our best and on Sunday at 1:30 and until the final whistle. That's the only thing what we all should think about, and so we have all 2 days still to prepare for this, and that's what we do, and I would appreciate if everybody would do it.
I know that you might make a starting lineup when everybody's fit, but how impressed have you been with Lucas over the past couple of months? He really sets in terms of winning second ball.
Lucas was never in doubt, so it was for me. It was never in doubt. Yes, now obviously it's a more accountable outcome. I heard about one of 65 games or something for 3 assists, in the last 5 games 3 assists or something like this. Yeah. It's a good moment, absolutely. So that's very important for us, of course. So he had the club showed his best side, the best face when we celebrated his 10 years. Everybody who could have been part of it, I say that I was never part of something like this. That was a real sign of respect, a real sign of the size of the club and importance of the players. So, and obviously, around these, at least in this time, he's in his best shape. So that's very important for us. But like with all the other players, these games are gone. We have to be focused on the next game and to deliver again and to perform again and make 2 goals or whatever. So that's not forbidden. So there's a lot of space for improvement, and for all of us, and so that's what we are focused on.
Carl, at the back.
Results last weekend were favourable to you, and it could be again this weekend, but do you still think you need to win these last 3 games to make sure the top 4?
No, I think we should win the next game, so that's what I'm pretty sure about. It's the only game we have, so it's not... It cannot be our job to count points. Our job is to get them. And anyone else should count on them, and we'll see where it leads to. But I think there's absolutely no club in the top spot who can waste points in this moment, in the next match day. That's like it is. Not Chelsea, not Tottenham, not Liverpool, City, United, Arsenal. No club has the opportunity to rest. So we all have to fight with all we have, and that makes this league so exciting. So we have this battle, then you have the relegation battle. So there's a lot to go for in this league, and we are focused on our race, and it's difficult enough without thinking about the other games. So we hear or see. We hear the results or see the games if we can, or if we have time for it. But that's all. It's like a neutral football supporter, and then you take the result and work on your own positive result.
Anything else, Carl?
Do you think there's more pressure then on United and Arsenal, the chasing to try and catch you?
No idea. I think we have pressure, but I cannot imagine how big the pressure is on them. So that's not my job to do. So I've said it a few times, I like this kind of pressure. It's the best pressure you can have, fighting for something really special. That's how it is. That doesn't mean that it feels always good. It's not that you enjoy each second before a game, that you enjoy each second in a game, but it's this kind of pressure you have if you fight for something, and in each kind of sports. And so we are in it. That's positive. To stay in it, we need to win.
Tony?
Yeah, you said you want your team to play global football against Watford in the 92nd minute. One centre-back trying to cross from the other centre-back. I'm just wondering what you made of that situation. Have you spoken to the players? It was one of those things that you just looked at it, synced up the game.
I think we are not the only team who has this kind of issues. Actually, we defended the set piece this time really well. It was a free kick. We defended it. And then we had one problem. When we brought Ragnar Klavan on the pitch, so we changed the defending formation a little bit. So who is where? And then Raggy, I think, like it was right after we defended the free kick, went back in his actual position. Left, how do you say the position then? What is it? Centre half, whatever. But Ginny was still in the position, in the other position. So in the second post, we had these 2 players. So nothing would have happened if the player who hits the ball somehow hits the ball right and we block it. But in this case, it was bounced overall, and there were 2 players left. Yeah, that's right.
Now, the 2 Liverpool players, you have Matip and Lovren attacking.
Oh.
So Lovren crosses for Matip.
Oh yeah. But that's it. That always. I really would say it's not. When we speak about this or spoke about this a few weeks ago, it was different situation. Actually, I couldn't remember. Deschamps was also in the box. I only saw Matip running. So. Okay. So then, yeah. Yeah. But you have the ball and you should be protected. So that's how it is. So we have then Lucas, we had then other players on the pitch, Emre or whoever, who can. As long as you have the ball, nothing can happen. It's not running without the ball and try to do something special. But I think we really, in all the other parts of the game, we looked mature. So that's what we have to be. We have to show that we learn from our mistakes. But yes, we have still a few exciting moments in the game. That's how it is, but that's obviously still part of our character, and we will learn of it 100%.
A few more. Glenn first.
Jurgen, how impressed were you with Daniel Sturridge's outing on Monday? And is he now in a condition to start maybe?
It was very good. It was very good. A wonderful chance. 2 more really good situations in a really short period. But he, and we're still with him because it's not that he would. But we could say that 100%. He's doing what we think is right for him. So and to keep him on track in this last 3 games and. Very good talks, very good. We're really close in a moment that we know yes today, yes tomorrow, no. Doing something different today, training with the team tomorrow, and all that stuff. But as long as it is like this, he's for sure. Now we can have him and use him fix in the squad. That's the most important thing, and then we have to see which lineup we start and how long he can go. But in this moment, for us, very very important that we really have him as an option on the bench and can bring him, because everybody knows he can decide a game in a second, and so that's very very positive, and hopefully it stays like this.
Mel, anything from you? No, and final gentleman, just one question. Okay.
Jurgen, the issue of mental health in sport is back in the spotlight with what happened earlier in the week with Aaron Lennon. A number of managers have said that particularly male professionals really struggle to open up and talk about the stresses and the anxieties of playing top flight football. Keen to get your thoughts on that from your experiences in football, really.
First of all, I think the most important thing is that it doesn't help. What I ever could say about it doesn't help. It's only another headline or something. And what I really think is keep all these kind of, sorry about my issues or however you would call it, as private as possible. Don't talk about it. Give the people the privacy they need. Stop talking about it, stop asking about it, give the people the time, because we have all opportunities, not only in football, but meanwhile also in football, to help. We do everything what we can, and the only problem is then how you can imagine. If not a football player has an issue like this, the only advantage he has is then to nobody ask about, only maybe the private, all the people, friends, family around, but all the rest has no idea about. So it's easy to come back when you feel better. In football or in public, everybody is kind of interested, but they don't like this. It's like watching a car accident. Yeah? And instead of helping, you only watch, put your smartphone out, and I really hate it. So I have nothing to say about it, because I'm sure Everton is doing everything they can to keep it as private as possible, and that's their job to do. And then everything will be good at the end. That's what I've heard, and that's it.
Do you think it is a problem in sport, in particular football?
Oh, it's a problem in the world, not in sport. No, it's how we all know. Yes, things like this can happen. That's not new. Will be not the last. Maybe it's not the first. Maybe not the last. That's all about.
Thank you, guys.
Well.